Today we're going to look at some more conditions about unique triangles. Today we're going to look at particularly two angles and a given side. Your objective today, I will demonstrate my mathematical ability to validate two triangles as identical when given either two angles and the included side or two angles and the side opposite of the given angle condition through class discussion. Let's go ahead and jump right into our lesson for today. Alright, so the triangle XYZ has angles X as 30 degrees, Y as 50 degrees, and the included side is 6 centimeters of XY. Draw the triangle under the same conditions. Leave all as same as before. So I'm going to do a couple things first. Okay, first I need to draw my included side so I know where everything is at. So I'm going to get my ruler out. Okay. And as always, we'll make this triangle purple just because I want to do something different. Okay. I'm going to draw my triangle, the side as 6 centimeters. So I'm going to kind of go over here to 6 centimeters. Alright. Now I can put my ruler away. I'm going to get my compass out, or not my compass, my protractor rather. Alright, so my first side, angle X, which is this side right over here, is 30 degrees. So, whoops, wrong order. I'm going to move this down to 30 degrees. Okay, bring out my line. And it's going to be purple and pink as our line today. Okay, so I'm going to draw this all the way down to my point. Whoops. Let's try that again. Okay, take that away. Now I need angle Y to be 50 degrees. So I'm going to move this all over here. Move that down. Flip everything around. Move that over here. Bring this over to 50 degrees. Bring my line tool back out, it's already there. Okay. Bring it all the way down to this point. Bring it all the way around. And it wants you to leave the construction markings. Now you got to go through and label what we're doing. So this is angle X prime, Y prime, and Z prime. Okay. Now, this is 30. And this is 50. Alright, one thing, I could measure this third one, but since I know two of them, the rule is a triangle equals 180 degrees. And so all the angles have to equal 180 degrees. So that means that right now I have 30 plus 50 is 80. So if I subtract 80, that means that this angle has to be 100 degrees. Alright? And then this would be 6 centimeters. And if I was to get these out and measure them, this would be 4.7 centimeters. And this would be 3.1 centimeters. Alright? Make sure you get everything labeled. Alright, this one says angle RST has angles S as 9 degrees, angle T is 45 degrees, and the included side is 7 centimeters. Draw the triangle RST prime under the same conditions. So I'm going to get my ruler back out because that's where I'm starting from. Okay, I'm going to draw my line as 7 centimeters, so I'm going to start here at 0. Go over to 7. Alright. You can put that away. Bring this over. And flip these guidelines all the way around to the other side. And this first angle we're going to be dealing with is 90 degrees. If I can get my guideline to work. There we go. Okay. So then I'm going to bring my line tool back out. Okay, that wasn't right, so we'll do it one more time. Okay, so I take that away, there's my 90 degrees. Now, this is angle S. Now, angle T, it says, is 45 degrees. So I'm going to come back over here, put my point at the end, flip these lines around, bring this one down to 45 degrees. Okay, and I'm going to draw my line. So it connects. And then I'm going to expand this out, this line. Bring this back out to make sure that it's still 45 degrees. It's not quite, so I'm going to change my line just a little bit. And then I'm going to expand this line so it goes straight up until they cross. And I know that this angle, angle S, is 90. This angle here is 45. And that would mean angle R has to also be 45. Because if I add all three of these up, they're going to equal, you guessed it, 180 degrees. Alright, now let's look at if the angle or the side that's given is the opposite. Alright, so that's what we're going to look at now. Alright, so now we're going to look at a triangle JKL. Has the angles J as 60 degrees, L as 25 degrees, and side KL is 5 centimeters. Draw the angle JKL prime under the same conditions. I'm first going to start by drawing side KL. Okay, side KL is 5 centimeters, so I'm going to draw my line and make sure that it is only 5 centimeters. Okay, now I'm going to put this away for a moment. I'm going to get my tool out to label. This is going to be K, and this is going to be L. Now that I know that L is 25 degrees. So I'm going to bring this back over here. Okay. Bring my line down to 25 degrees. Alright. Bring my line tool back out, and I'm going to draw my line so that it equals that point. Now I need to draw angle J, because that's what this next one is, and it's going to be 60 degrees. So I'm going to flip my protractor around here, okay, so that I can work with it on the opposite side. Oops, let's do that again. Nope. Wrong thing. Let's try that one more time. Okay, flip this around. Bring it over here. Keep working with it. Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's get 60 degrees first, and then it will be pretty easy to tell where it's going to go. So, 60 degrees. Now I'm going to flip it. Okay. Now, this line right here has to stay at 5 degrees. So where I place this, I want it to cross at that point. So it's right where, and this is being funky. Let's try it one more time. Okay, so I want to line this right up on the black line. So if I bring this down, and I want it to cross right here, is where I want it to go. Okay, so I'm going to get my line tool back out. Draw my line right through here so it will cross. I take this away. I now have, this is angle J at 60 degrees. This is at 25 degrees. Okay, well, let's add those two up. So 60 plus 25 is 85. So that means that 180 minus 85, okay, I'm borrowing from the tens place to make that a 7, and 10 minus 5 is 5, 17 minus 8 is 9. So that means that this side here, without even really measuring, has to be 95 degrees. Alright, let's look at one more example of if the opposite angle of the opposite side. Okay, so triangle ABC has angles C at 35 degrees, B at 105 degrees, and angle side AC at 7 centimeters. Draw the triangle under the same conditions. First step, I'm always going to start with the side because that's the easiest part to start with. Alright, so I'm going to make this 7 centimeters. Alright, I'm going to put this away because I no longer need my ruler. Everything else we're doing is all coming from the protractor. Alright, so now it says angle C, so this is going to be angle C right here, is 35 degrees, so I need to flip these lines around, okay, so that I can get it to be 35 degrees. Bring this one down to 35 degrees. Now I'm going to get my line tool and draw my line. I'm going to continue it all the way through. Okay. Now, angle B is 105. So I'm going to, before I even flip it, I'm going to get my angle to where I want it. I want 105. Almost. Okay, that's 105. Now I'm going to flip this so that this is right here, and then I'm going to cross this my line here. Get my line tool back out and draw my line, and it's easier for me sometimes if I draw it all the way through. Right? Now put my protractor away. There is my triangle. And this is angle A, B, C, and these are prime because it's an identical triangle to the conditions given. This is 35 degrees. This is 105 degrees. Now, what is that supposed to be? Well, let's find out. 105 plus 35, that's 10, carry my 1, that's 4 and 1, so 140. 180 minus 140 is going to be 40 degrees. So this angle here, angle A, is 40 degrees. Alright, and this is 7 centimeters. And I could go through and measure these side lengths as well. Alright, before I let you go, I want to kind of go over our unique triangles so far. Right, so far you have been able to work with triangles where the three sides are known. That was pretty easy. If I give you two sides in the included angle, if that's known, two angles in the included side, we just got done working with that, and two angles in the side opposite given an angle are known. Alright, these are the 4 unique triangles that we're going to be dealing with in class. Alright, make sure you bring your notes, and I'll see you then.